The local headlines most important to Fort Wayne homeowners. Let's keep it real, Fort Wayne.
I keep it real. I keep it real. I keep it real. Just keep it real.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam Hartman. As always, I'm keeping it real estate here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And today I've got another round of local news stories that really are great things for our community, great things for our homeowners that I want to highlight and make sure Fort Wayne homeowners know about and are aware of. Big news out of greater Fort Wayne. Allen County population has surpassed 400,000 residents for its first time in history. And this is our 9th consecutive year of net positive domestic migration. That means more people are coming into our community than are leaving our community. So let's look at these numbers. Allen County added over 3,000 residents, a 0.81% increase in population. Now, is this good? Is this bad? How does this compare to the rest of the nation or Indiana as a whole? Well, Indiana's rate of growth was 0.56%, and the national average was under 0.5% at 0.49. And this brings Allen County's total population to 402,329. So this is awesome. I always like to talk about the health of a community, the health of a real estate market. Are people coming to your community? Do people want to live in your community? Are you adding jobs or losing jobs? Is the city investing in itself or divesting in its community? And so Fort Wayne has been doing all the right things. We've been investing in our downtown district. We've been bringing employers and been growing our local current employers to have strong employment, strong incomes, job growth for our population growth. And these are all great positive indicators for the housing market as a whole. So if you're already a homeowner, that's positive signs for continued appreciation in our market. If you're not yet a homeowner, it should be encouraging that this is a community that is growing and not dying. This is a place that you can invest in real estate and can plant your roots with confidence that going forward into the future, our local economy is pretty robust and strong. So congratulations, Fort Wayne and Allen County, on reaching 400,000 residents. This is huge news, and going forward, I expect to see continued growth. And with a growing community, it is important to have a plan. And Fort Wayne and Allen County has a plan. It's called the All-In Allen Plan, and it recently received its first tweaks and adjustments since this plan came out in 2023. Now, the plan itself, it's intended to be a guide for community growth and community development over the next 10 to 20 years. As the city grows and develops, you're going to expand into new land territories. You're going to expand into maybe pockets that haven't been utilized, or agricultural areas or areas of development that need utilized in new ways now. And that's kind of what this plan is aiming to do. Now, I want to quote one thing from this article. It says, "I think it's really important to keep the comprehensive plan as updated as possible so that it is the best tool that it can be for developers, our planning commission, and our city council." This quote is by Dave Schaub, Senior Land Use Planner for the Department of Planning Services with Fort Wayne, Indiana. Now, Dave Schaub is my cousin. I love you, Dave. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Thank you for all the work you are doing in foreseeing the future of Fort Wayne, its growth and its development. It's super cool what Dave does. I mean, really, determining and setting out goals and plans for how our city is going to grow. That's super cool. And it just kind of hits me in the face that I turned 40 this year, because Dave, his birthday is 1 week after mine. And here we are doing big boy things and cool things in our community. And really proud of you, Dave. That's super awesome. So that All-In Allen County plan, getting a tweak and update for its land uses, but they expect to update this thing every 2 to 3 years. It's not set in stone. It's fluid, as any good plan should be. You have a plan, and then as dynamics change, as the demographics change, as the economics of things change, the plan needs to change too. So we've got great people in our city of Fort Wayne working on that plan and having the foresight that we need. The city wants to give you money to repair your sidewalks. That's right. The city of Fort Wayne came out with their annual plan that they've been doing for more than a decade, where they want to split the cost 50-50 for you to repair and replace damaged sidewalks on your property. This is a great program. Sidewalks are the responsibility of the homeowner. And so the city is offering to split the cost 50-50 to repair these things so that the community itself get to lift. You know, it's great to have good usable sidewalks, safety for our families, for our kids, for the handicap that use these sidewalks. So if you have decrepit or damaged sidewalks on your property, comment the word damage and I'll make sure you get the details for how to apply for this 50-50 sidewalk replacement program. Fort Wayne had a cold and snowy winter, but this spring, the desert is coming to Fort Wayne. The Desert House is opening at Freiman Botanical Conservatory. This is a new permanent exhibit that underwent major renovations at the Botanical Conservatory. This place is a great family-friendly place to go, especially in bad weather times. It's a great place to get the kids out and let them run around a little bit, experience and see some new things. And this new exhibit is going to bring the warmer weather indoors for you to experience lots of different kinds of native plants to desert type climates. General Motors is celebrating its 11 millionth truck coming off its assembly line. We are so lucky to have General Motors in our community. I talked before about our community bringing jobs and keeping jobs in Fort Wayne for our growing population. And GM has been a phenomenal employer for a large chunk of our community. They employ over 4,000 people in Fort Wayne. And so to see them have this prolonged success, this prolonged participation in our community, building 11 million trucks that are on the road throughout America is a really, really cool milestone. Now that's it for this week for Keeping It Real Fort Wayne. What did I miss? What local news stories do you want to hear more about? I want to make sure I'm sharing them and keeping you informed so that you guys have the clarity that you need to be confident real estate consumers in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Thanks for keeping it real estate with me today, guys.